increase food production, the Japanese use advanced industrial technology. NHK World's Misako Odashima reports on an innovation that could transform desert into farmland.
This is a tomato farm, but it's not a conventional one. Here, seeds are not planted in soil. They are planted on a thin film like this. The film is only 0.06 millimeters thick. The tomatoes spread their roots through it and then absorb water and nutrients. The innovation is the work of this venture company in Kanagawa Prefecture. Yuichi Mori used to develop medical equipment. He started this company to use those technologies in the agriculture industry. Because the film contains water and nutrients that help crops grow, with just one sheet you can farm anywhere. The membrane is made of hydrogel. Like disposable diapers, the membrane stops moisture from leaking out. The hydrogel has been improved to allow the most growth possible. It is made into a membrane thinner than paper that contains nutrients and water. This technology was originally used in artificial dialysis for people with kidney failure. Dialysis removes waste from the bloodstream and flushes membranes with water. The surface holes are only a few billionths of a meter in size. Rather than release ammonia and urea, they block entry of large bacteria and viruses. Used in farming, the film supplies water and nutrients, but stops bacteria and viruses from entering. In tank farming, water must constantly be changed to prevent bacteria from forming. But with the film, it is not necessary. Also, in contrast to growing in soil, vegetables here absorb nutrients much more efficiently.
By using this industrial product instead of soil, the advantage is that anyone, anywhere, can plant a stable crop at any time.
In fact, many farmers are starting to use this new technology. Katsunori Kiuchi farms near Tokyo. He started using the film last October to cultivate cherry tomatoes. Normally, it's difficult to regulate the amount of water and fertilizer, but with the membrane, it's not a problem. This farm uses an external pipe to bring water and nutrients to the film. But here, the exact amount required is controlled to the second. The method makes crop yield as dependable and reliable as the production of industrial goods. Mr. Kiuchi's fertilizer cost will be 50% lower than those of regular farming methods. That's because plants can absorb nutrients more efficiently. So how does a tomato taste? To maintain perfect conditions, the tomatoes are sweeter. The sugar content is 9.9, that is 1.6 times sweeter than the average tomato.
I think that this film right here is going to change farming in a revolutionary way. I won't have to worry anymore or think about little parasites. I'll just be able to focus on the cultivation, which is a real advantage.
The Middle East, where there are high expectations for this new technology, its vast deserts make the area ill-suited for farming. Here, in the middle of a desert in Dubai, a large experimental tomato crop has been planted. Japanese and Dubai interests are funding the project, and they plan to have real farms operating in 1 or 2 years. With the film, not much water is needed to grow crops. Managing the temperature in the summer will be a task, but the year-round sunshine is a huge advantage.
If we can solve the problem of water and soil, I truly believe that the desert will become a large production base for agricultural produce, more so than people even think possible.
This clear film, only 0.06 mm thick, could transform deserts into farmland. As a result, it is beginning to receive a lot of interest from around the world. Misako Odashima, NHK World.
Well, the first tomatoes from the test crop in Dubai should be ready and harvested in April and May.